Scarlett Johansson's daring anti-HFPA stance, a look back at Hollywood's reckoning. Scarlett Johansson's audacious confrontation of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association remains as a watershed point in Hollywood history. Her uncompromising opposition to the HFPA's poor record on diversity and inclusion, as well as her exposure of its sexist culture, was a watershed moment in the entertainment business. Back in 2021, Johansson took a risk by teaming up with her fellow Avenger, Mark Ruffalo, and a chorus of voices from across Hollywood to take on the HFPA. Her statement was an impassioned cry to action. In the past, this has frequently meant facing sexist questions and remarks bordering on sexual harassment from certain HFPA members, Johansson forcefully asserted, refusing to mince words about her experiences. Her bravery in speaking up against the HFPA's toxic culture was motivated by more than just personal issues. Johansson's efforts drew attention to a bigger industry problem: institutional misogyny and a lack of diversity. She emphasized the necessity for fundamental organizational reforms, alluding to the organization's shaky legitimacy, as exemplified by personalities such as Harvey Weinstein. Johansson's statements were more than simply words. They were a trigger. It galvanized corporations such as Netflix and Amazon Studios, as well as organizations such as GLAAD, the Black Journalists Association, and Time's Up. These organizations together expressed their displeasure with the HFPA's conduct, calling for concrete improvements. Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos took a hard position, announcing that the studio would not participate in HFPA events until significant reforms were implemented. Despite the outpouring of displeasure and cries for reform, some stayed mute. Notably, Disney, which was scheduled to release Johansson's Black Widow in July of the same year, did not instantly join the outrage. This silence spoke loudly about the complicated dynamics and various approaches to such big topics within Hollywood. As we look back, Johansson's actions take on much more significance. Her stance was more than just criticizing one group. It was a challenge to the entire business to do better. It is time for us to take a step back from the HFPA and focus on the importance and strength of unity within our unions and the industry as a whole, she says, echoing the potential of collective action and beginning change. Scarlett Johansson's showdown with the HFPA was, in retrospect, a watershed event in Hollywood's journey toward greater transparency and inclusivity. Her bravery and the industry's subsequent response put in motion a sequence of reforms that continue to define the entertainment scene today.